Let's all welcome our Chief Training Officer, Nathan Delasilio.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. Why don't you tell the person beside you, you look amazing. All right? Do you feel amazing also? Yes. How many of you here are very excited that you're invited by your friend? Raise your hand. All right. Now, sinabi namin kanina, baka nabudol ka, whatever reason, there's no accident. Because most of us were like you. When we started this Iteracare, we were also sitting at the back, most of us. I was listening on a Zoom call 2.5 years ago. And I said to myself, wow, this is revolutionary. So this afternoon, I'm going to show you a mind-blowing device. People call this the magic wand. In America, they call this the magic blower. This is revolutionary because it is disruptive. Disruptive in the sense that the way we bring health to our bodies will be changed. In fact, 5-10 years from now, the way we bring health to our bodies will be totally changed. Would you agree with me? Yes. So this Iteracare has helped thousands of lives all over the world. By the record, we have almost 700 doctors endorsing and using our devices all over the world. So you can see we have the Pro, the Red Hot Chili Pepper, and the latest one, we call this the Premium Plus. I'll talk about that later on. And second part of my presentation, I will talk about the keys to becoming an ultimate human person. The health of an ultimate superhuman person. So by the raise of hand, who wants to be super healthy? Right, that's good. That's my second part. My first part, I will talk about relieving all discomforts in the body. The Iteracare is known to be #1 against inflammatory. That's not me who said that. That is based on clinical tests. That's why later on, we'll talk about how can we bring this device or legitimize the device under the FDA. But for now, we are not yet, but it's in the process. So I will say the disclaimer, for the sake of all of you, this is not a medical device yet.
Love it.
I won't say this cures because it does not cure. I'm not here to tell you that this will take away all other practices and it's the only way for you to become healthy. No, no. If you understand that the body heals itself, you feed what the body needs and the body will heal itself. This device simply helps the body so the body can heal itself. Yes or yes?
Yes.
And so that's one, and let's talk about energy. Everybody say energy.
Energy.
Boy, di ba nataasan natin yung energy this afternoon by everybody saying, hey!
Hey!
Say to the person beside you, hey! Now, if you Google this lady is Donna Ellen. She said that energy is the body's best medicine. Oh, she's talking about medicines already. All right, now why? It's practical, it's safe, affordable, and it can help you stay. That's the word. A lot of people, they take meds, they take supplements for a short time. It becomes like, oh, my body's immunized, and it's not working anymore. After a few moments, right? After months or years, it becomes like you are like synthesized, you're immunized. But here, energy is not like that. Energy will help you stay healthy and thrive in this fast-paced world. Now, we have AI today, yes?
Yes.
AI is disrupted. For the next 3 to 5 years, all the call centers will be gone, based on study.
Wow.
A lot of medical practices will be done, surgery using AI later on. So doctors will be affected. All of this will affect, so we have this. Even our cells and our bodies will be analyzed by AI, and we'll have devices that can treat the body using AI. So this is a fast-paced world. How can we keep up? if there's so many technologies, so many radiation, fast, ultra-processed foods, all the seed oils, all the cholesterols that they said that is harmful to the body, all this stuff, how can we keep up? We need something revolutionary. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
All right, and so to keep up, I'd like to show you first our testimonies here in Iteracare. As I said, we have thousands. I will show you 10 testimonies today, and I hope that this will inspire you. So let's start with this one. This is restricted movement. The medical term is frozen shoulder. Marami bang ganitong problema?
Yes.
Yes. Bakit? Bakit hindi na gumagalaw, hindi na sumasakit na? Well, the baseline is blockage or inflammatory. So these guys, as you can see, we took a photo, all right? And sabi nila, wow, after 15 minutes from here, they can raise it all the way up. 15 minutes, no kidding. This guy, from nothing to 85% in 15 minutes.
Wow.
We've got a lot of this. And next one, we've got thyroid gland problems. We call this goiter. Marami mang ganito.
Yes.
Now, goiter is a bad problem. It's simply because, it disrupts a lot of your thymus problems and functions. And so this lady had a huge goiter. Nashock siya after 10 sessions. How many? 10. The thyroid abnormality significantly reduced to 95% using the Iteracare. Now, this is a good friend of my friend. I think some of you know her. She had a severe discomfort, severe pain for 4 years. And for months, she couldn't do normal daily routine. Walking, going to the toilet, sitting down, going up from the bed, rising up. Those simple things she couldn't do because she was in terrible pain. She was very skeptical. Sabi niya, nainom ko na lahat ng mga supplements, nagawa ko na, I need money for my surgery. It will cost $500,000. And so a friend went to her house one night and said, try this. Sabi niya, ano ba ito? The usual response. And so with much argument, because they were arguing, she said, okay, I'll try it. So she did it. She used it for 30 minutes. Alam mo, pag ang katawan ay used to pain for 4 years, the following day, she was looking for the pain. Right? Because her body is used to the pain. When she woke up, where is the pain? That was her word. Saan na ang sakit? 99% the pain was gone.
Yes.
And today she's one of our distributors, and she's very excited sharing this Iteracare to all her friends all over the world. Now we have eye discomfort. A lot of people having this type of problem. The medical term is glaucoma. This is redness in the eyes. We have pterygiums. You know people with pterygiums? Extra proteins in their eyes. They have to scrape it out. They use some surgery. This is a huge problem. But look at this, guys. After using it for 2 months and using it for 1 week, you see significant results. No meds, no pills. It's only frequency. Limited mobility, CVD, cardiovascular disease. This lady was bedridden for 3 months. Ang kanyang anak is a nurse. So they were doing all this stuff. Nothing happens. 3 months, she was bedridden. And a friend, that is my brother right there with a mask, because this was during the pandemic. So we have to use a face shield, which is really a joke at the time, right? It's the only the Philippines using face shield. The rest of the countries doesn't use face shield. Well, let's cut it off, right? So this guy went there, started blowing. Nothing happens. But on the 8th day, she started kicking with her legs in the air. And 53 days, she started walking.
Wow.
Now, this is her latest photo. Look at her weight. She gained weight, and her hair turned dark. This is very dramatic. His name is Paulo. Paulo was a victim of the jab. He took the 3rd booster, and after 2 weeks, he was admitted to the hospital because of the medical condition called aneurysm. This is very common. This is a side effect. So he was there, he was in a vegetable state. Can you see that?
Yes.
Look at all those apparatus, huh? Trying to revive this guy. He was airlifted. And he was admitted to one of the most expensive hospitals in the Philippines called, you know that. And so a friend of mine, he's here. He went to the hospital. For some reason, he was allowed to get inside with the blower. Because the security guard is a Bisaya. And he is a Bisaya. So they were talking in Bisaya dialect. Sige sir, ato na sir. And so he started blowing. And he was crying because this 28-year-old boy, man, it seems it's his son. Parang anak lang niya. Started blowing, praying. Every cell in your body, Lord, heal this boy, heal this boy. First day, nothing happens. Second day. Third day. On the 5th day, Paulo started walking by himself. And after 10 days, he was discharged from the hospital. This is him today. 2024. Look at him. Almost normal because of the Iteracare. Now, ladies, you love beautification, correct?
Yes.
You have your favorite facial product? Of course. You add the Iteracare with your favorite facial or skin product and start glowing. This is great for skin firmness, smoothness. As you can see here, this is Jin Amber. She had her YouTube review and she was blown away. Sabi niya, oh my gosh, what is this? She was using the word S. What is this S? Because she was blown away. She has eczema. And using it for 15-30 minutes, those eczema, little by little, it becomes, it is dissolved because of the frequency.
Wow.
And we've got this. Ladies, most ladies are using hair dryers today. And hair dryer, according to tests, it has a lot of radiation called EMF, electromagnetic frequency radiation. So imagine if you're using your hair dryer for more than 10 minutes or 5 minutes every day, and do it for the next 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, what happens to your brain cells? You're literally putting your head inside the microwave. That's what the scientist said. So don't use your normal hair dryers because they're dangerous. Use the Iteracare. This is the best device for your daily hair drying routine. Yes or yes? Yes. All right, now we have this. Look at that, before and after. This is after 13 minutes. This is after few minutes. You can see these lines. After a few minutes, gone using the Iteracare. Palakpakan naman dyan. Now this is from Thailand. This man is 57 years old. He had a health incident, bleeding in the left basal. In other words, he had stroke, right? So we have to revise it to make it compliant. So na-stroke siya. So this is him, all right? And you know what happened? After 3 days, he started walking, started eating.
Wow.
After 10 days, he started walking by himself. And this is the good part. After 45 days, he started jogging again. Running and jogging, 45 days. Because of the Iteracare. Now, respiratory wellness, this is very common with COVID. And this guy, I like this guy, Eddie Long. Eddie Long had a severe respiratory situation. Even the doctors cannot tell. He was admitted in the ICU. This is him. All right. And after using the Iteracare for 3 months, this is him today. He's alive because of the frequency. And this lady also. All right, last one. Accumulation of fluid in the abdominal organs. The medical term is ascites. This is life-threatening. This lady is supposed to die, according to the doctor. Binigyan na lang siya ng few weeks. So a friend went there, sabi, you try this red hot chili pepper. Sabi nila, wala kaming pera, try mo lang. Magpa-surgery kami, walang pera. Try mo lang to. So they tried. So they started using it for how many weeks? You know, first week, nothing happens. Second week, but on the third week, na siya ang doktor. She's still alive. She's still alive. 3 weeks, huh? They didn't tell. It was the Red Hot Chili Pepper. 5 weeks came, nothing happens. On the 7th week, 7 is the perfect number, correct? On the 7th week, look at that. You cannot see it clearly, but the belly button opened up and it started leaking all the liquids from her abdomens. You can see those bubbles? Those are actually from her stomach. And it doesn't smell good. It's really gross. But it's just leaking out and leaking out. And this is her today. After 3 months, she found a job. She's working. She's a normal mother now because of the Iteracare. Palakpakan natin. Now, I can give you a lot of testimonies. A lot of our users are here, and they could safely say that the Iteracare has changed their lives and their health. So let's talk about why today we are facing such adversary or danger in our health. If you compare humanity thousands of years ago and today, there is a lot of difference. Would you agree with me? The first difference is, thousands of years ago, people die simply by sleeping. They just sleep, that's it. Today, people die because of sickness and disease, majority. So it is unheard before that somebody died because of cancer. It's unheard. There was no diabetes before. There was no leukemia before. But today, it's just all over us. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Now, the World Health Organization said that the #1 cause of death is CVD, cardiovascular disease. Every minute, 38 to 40 people die every minute because of stroke. And it usually happens on a Monday morning. Somewhere between 9 to 11 in the morning. Guess why? People dread to go to work and face their bosses. Yeah, it's a thing that I didn't make up. It is a reality. Every Monday morning, 9 to 11, there are more strokes compared to any other day. Because people don't like to go to work. So maisip nila yung boss nila, ha! And this is 38 to 40 people every minute. The second cause of death is the big C, cancer. And the third cause of death, you can Google this, is medical error, which has 800,000 to 1 million people dying in the United States alone every month because of medical error. That is a fact. We are faced with all of this. Now, this is the thing. The traditional Chinese medicine said that if you have a pain, everybody say pain.
Pain.
Is pain normal? No. Say to the person beside you, it's actually not normal.
Correct. Sanay.
Sabi nila, nasanay na po ako. Ganito na talaga ako. No! Can we do something about it?
Yes.
Yes! We have to change a lot of things. We have to change our lifestyle. And a lot of what we're doing. So, pain, according to Chinese medicine, it is simply a blockage of blood and qi, or qi. Right? So, kung may pain ka sa likod, yung flow ng blood na block. At yung energy yan, low. Ganun lang po yun. That's why nung ginagawa nila, tinuturukan nila ng needles. Minamasahe nila. Or cupping nila. Because they believe if you do something in that area, massage, acupuncture, whatever, the blood flow becomes better, the energy goes up, the pain goes away. Yes or yes? Yes. So that is the cause why we have pain. In English medical term, we call that inflammatory or inflammation. Yes or yes? Yes. So this inflammation, a lot of people are asking, is there a hack? Meron bang paraan na pwede yung katawan ng tao maging healthy again? Kasi ang katotohanan po, sawang-sawa na po ang mga tao.
Correct.
Ang dami mong pwedeng makita dyan. There's nothing against it. But people are really desperate for solution. So the question is there an ultimate health hack? Before I talk about the health hack, let me answer you the question. Who is healing the body? Is it the doctor, the supplement, the device? Or is it the body itself? First, you have to understand that the healer is the body itself. The doctor is the body itself. If you feed what the body needs, the body will heal itself. That's the good news. Say to the person beside you, that's the good news.
That's the good news.
Right? So you feed the body. What do you feed the body? You feed the body the nutrients. You feed the body the love. Is love important? You feed the body with the right emotions, the right mindset. You feed the body with the right energy, the sunlight, and all of these things. If you feed the body will definitely heal itself. That's the good news. So you focus on feeding the body with what is necessary for the body to heal itself. The father of medicine, Hippocrates, this is what he said 25,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago. He said that there is, everybody say there is. And sabihin mo sa katabi mo, healing force.
Healing force.
What? Yes. He understands healing force. There is a healing force within each human being, and this healing force is the greatest force in getting well. May the force be with you. Right? So there is a force. Everybody say force. So he was literally talking about energy. He was literally talking about frequency. So if there is a force, alright, then we have to understand that if there is a force, you have to understand that everything is energy, correct? The basis of all of these things is energy. Quantum physics have shown us that if you go beyond the atom, which is the basic unit of matter, you don't see stuff, you don't see material. You see non-stuff. It is called energy. So the very basis, the very source, substance of all of these things is called energy. Our human body is called an energy field. The human body is called an energy being. Everybody say being.
Being.
Alright, so if we are energy field, energy being, therefore we need to pump the energy in the body so we become healthy. That's the hack, which I'll talk to you about later. Now, if everything is energy, everything is vibrating. According to quantum physics, every vibration has information. There is low vibration, there is high vibration. Are you still with me?
Yes.
Alright? If you're feeling bad, is it high or low vibration? It's low vibration. Right? So your thoughts are also vibrating. Your feelings are also vibrating. So, the law of vibration said, whatever you vibrate, it sends information. It sends signals. And the signal will match. If we have the same signal, we begin to download the information. Yes or yes? It's like tuning on the radio, right? When tuning on radio 96.7, what do you hear? The 96.7 music, correct? You tune into the radio, to the frequency, you begin to download information. That is why everything's vibrating. Now, if you want to heal the body, you've got to be in tune with a healing frequency. Yes or yes? Yes. Now, Nikola Tesla said this. This will really change the way you see things. He said, if you want to find the secret of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And Albert Einstein said this 84 years ago, that the future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Everybody say frequencies.
Frequencies.
This is the future. The future is here. We've got different modalities, but it is not in the mainstream. Nathan, bakit hindi namin to alam? Because it's not in the mainstream. What's in the mainstream? It's all the medical ways. But this is available. We've got different modalities. We've got Reiki, quantum healing, crystal healing. Have you seen in YouTube? There is what we call now sound healing. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Different speakers, different frequencies. You lie down and they play the music and the body starts to heal. It's called sound healing. The future is here. We have mats. They have what we call med bed mats. This is available. In fact, I'll show you some exhibits. Number one exhibit. This is NASA. NASA discovered in September of 2003. They have discovered a way to keep the astronaut's body healthy even though they are in space. So the backstory was, how can we keep our astronaut's body healthy every time they go to space? Because you're in space, it's a different atmosphere, right? No magnetism, no gravity, so the body deteriorates faster. So they have discovered what we call PEMF, pulse electromagnetic field. Now every time an astronaut uses this, even though they are in space, they are able to help their cells heal, regenerate, recover, and repair. This is available in our product. It's here. Exhibit number 2, why future is here. Now this is Dr. Anthony Holland. Dr. Anthony Holland discovered a frequency that can literally shatter cancer cells. Did you hear me? Yes, you heard me. Literally kills cancer cell by using and tuning frequency. They call it the 11th harmonics. This frequency is able to stop and kill the growth of cancer.
Wow.
But the question, Nathan, is how come we don't know this? Anyone who has a solution would be suppressed because they don't want this. They don't make money from this. That's the fact. And so this is suppressed, but this is available. He talked in TED Talk. And after that, it's silence. Because the big C is a huge business. Yes or yes? All right, now let's go into number 3. Let's talk about the Iteracare. This is terahertz. The terahertz is somewhere between 0.3 to 30 terahertz in between the electronic and photonic frequency spectrum, in between the infrared and the microwave. We call it terahertz because it vibrates in trillions of vibration. Can you imagine trillions? Wow. I couldn't. It's so fast. Trillions. So every time it vibrates, what does it do? This is what happens now. Now, the American scientists, when they discovered this in the 1980s, the application, they said, this we call the wave of life. Bakit nila tinawag na wave of life ang terahertz? Kasi it resonates. Remember what I said, vibration? It resonates, meaning nag-match sa frequency ng mga cells of human beings. So when you switch on the Iteracare, yung terahertz na yun, magmamatch siya sa cells frequency and the cells begins to vibrate. In other words, your cells begins to dance. Now, when there is vibration, there is what we call charging of cells. So in other words, this is a charger. This is not ionizing frequency. In other words, it does not remove electrons. It does not discharge your body. What are ionizing frequencies? Ionizing frequencies are your cell phones, laptops, Wi-Fi routers, 5G, 3G, all of this. These are called ionizing frequency. In other words, when you're exposed to this frequency, it will start to remove electrons from your cells. That's why you will have high level of stress. According to research, when you're exposed to ionizing frequency, you might have eventually some critical problems in your body. It can be leading to cancer, according to research. So, this is not ionizing. It does not remove electrons. It's very safe. Japanese scientists, they call it the light of life. And the Chinese scientists took it to the next level. They said this is God's wave band. Wala bang mga kamay dyan? In 2004, the US government said this is one of the top 10 technologies that will change the future of humanity.
Wow.
Welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'll show you some scientific data. This is very important. Alright? The scientific data here. This is published by the National Library of Medicine, US government site, not Philippines, US. And this is what they said. Terahertz radiation is used in the treatment of disease, including, come on, read it, including?
Various cancers.
Wow. All right, it's not private. It's US government site now. Another one here. It says here, in general, the terahertz therapy of NO has been observed to have a positive effect on treatment and blood clotting parameters in patients with angina. Wow, that's exciting. Now, there's a lot more. It's not just the US government site. There's a lot more. There are hundreds of papers, scientific data to prove to you that terahertz is very powerful in the human body. Now, one thing that I really love is the Russian Academy of Sciences. The Russian Academy of Scientists, they have it here, they said that if you use terahertz on your body, it can help stimulate stem cells. You know how expensive stem cells today?
Yeah.
People can pay for millions just to have stem cells injected in their bodies for them to bow. Para maging bata. Millions. Here, if you use the terahertz to blow on your body, particularly your spine, it's gonna wake up the sleeping stem cells in your body. That is according to Russia Academy of Scientists. And guess what? If you have a lot of stem cells, huwag kang magulat. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years of using the Iteracare, you're gonna look younger and younger and younger. Are you excited about this? Now, this is our scientist. His name is Professor Yang Wen-jun. He's a Chinese. Yes, I get it. It's Chinese. A lot of people are asking, Nathan, why is Chinese? Why is China? Well, they just know it.
Correct.
All right? It's inevitable. They know it. So this guy knows it. He is the first scientist in the world that discovered and invented the first terahertz device in the world. He is one of the think tank member of the Chinese Academy. This is under the government. This guy is working in 2 industries or 2 agencies. He's working under the Chinese government, and he's also partnering or a partner in Private International. Only 2. Now, Private International, this is the company that you're here, is the only company that is the legitimate distributor of the authentic Iteracare terahertz device in the world. No one else. So, let me give you this. You might check in Alibaba, Amazon, Shopee, Lazada, and you will find, Nathan, ang mura. This is my advice. Don't you ever get it. It is dangerous. It is not Iteracare. It is a replica, imitation, and a fake device. The only legitimate company that is selling and distributing the legitimate Iteracare is only Private International. The evolution, this is the first generation. Nakakatuwa, no? It looks like a bazooka. It looks so ugly, huh? And you know how much it costs? It costs $412,000 US. Take that. That's 20+ million pesos for the first prototype. It was made of titanium. There's a lot of great stuff there. It is really expensive. So the scientists said nobody can afford it. So they made the second one. The second generation, still not everybody can afford. How much it costs? 19,800. That's 1,000,000 pesos for a device. Would you buy?
No.
No. Now, this is the good news. After so many developments, after so many research, blah, 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 here comes the Iteracare. In 2019, they have invented the first commercially used device called the Pro device, which we have it here. This is a Pro version, which means you can use it long hours in a spa, clinic, and hospitals. In fact, this is being used in hospitals today in China, in case you don't know. Then they come up with the second or the 4th generation. We call this a Red Hot Chili Pepper. This is the classic device, 2021. And this is it. This is our entry level. So now everybody can afford. Wala ba mga malagpak na? And our latest product, 2024, this is the 5th generation, the Iteracare Premium Plus. The color is just so stunning, with more added features, ladies and gentlemen. Now, these are this description. You can take a shot if you like, take a photo if you like. if you want to know more about the features and its differences. Comparing all of these versions, because we have already 4 versions of the Iteracare. Are you done? Taking picture doesn't take so long, unless you are not a techie, right? Okay, I should be moving to the next slide. Now, we've got 62 clinical tests. This is what I told you, based on the 62 clinical tests. Now, why is it using quantum level? Because they're not using medical way of testing it. They're using energy-based. In other words, they tested the person's energy before and after. This person's energy was at this stage. After using the device, it went to 45,000 quantum value, which is 5-star against inflammatory. The Iteracare is #1 against inflammatory problems.
Yes.
Great for health quality, tumor, viruses, diabetes, brain, lymph node, skin, even vaginitis. Vaginitis. Yes! Dysmenorrhea. Yes! And neurasthenia, which I do not know. All right.
Solution na.
Okay. Now, we've got all the testings here, okay, to give you the confidence, ladies and gentlemen. It's all tested. We've got the quantum mass test report, the far infrared ray report. We've got the microelements and all of this, all right? And this is our technology. We've got the terahertz and we've got the quantum. A lot of you have heard about the quantum technology. And the best part of the quantum technology is it enhances the penetration of our device. Meron bang mga terahertz dyan sa labas? Meron. Pero, pag blow mo, pag gamit mo, hanggang skin deep lang.
Correct.
Hindi siya makapenetrate to your bone marrows. Ang Iteracare lang po, ang may recorded data that we can penetrate to the cellular levels.
Grabe. Grabe.
Because of our quantum. And we've got this, the optical quartz crystal. Crystals are even used. You know, you've seen all this magic, right? They use crystals. There's something about crystal that in the ancient times they're using it to teleport people, to use it for magic, to use it to energize. Yes, we have it here. It's not a fantasy, it's a reality. The optical quartz. Okay? So this optical quartz is molded with a lot of ingredients and minerals. We make it into a tube. So when you start switching it on and it passes through the tube, it begins to convert that energy into a terahertz energy. From the tube to your body, it has a range somewhere between 6 to 12 inches. So when you start blowing it here, it's around 12 inches, it's going to penetrate beyond the other side of your brain. If you blow it here, it's going to penetrate to the other side of your brain, which is good. Yeah? All right. Now, features, we've got penetration. It heats up the bone marrows. Activation through resonance. This is the charging of your cells. Identification, it stops the growth of abnormal and mutated cells. Operates with zero radiation, non-ionizing, easy to operate, and it's good for all ages. Even newborn babies can use it.
Wow.
You can also charge your water. Is water important?
Yes.
Yes. Now, we're drinking lots of water. Even if you're drinking a lot of water, you still feel bloated and dehydrated. Dehydration is common because real hydration happens inside the cells, not in the stomach. Yeah? So when you charge the water, it changes the molecular structure. It breaks down the molecules and it makes it into a linear chain molecular structure. In other words, the molecules become so small. Once you drink this type of water, it's easily absorbed by your cells. It's hydrating you ultra fast. Yes or yes? Yes. Alright? Now, you can also use it to charge your fruits and vegetables. Okay ba yun?
Wow.
You can also use it to your pets. Yes. Come on! We've got a lot of dogs and cats, even my fish. Yes. Alam mo ba yung fish ko na-revive? Namatay actually. So yung fish ko, right, my daughter is here, so my fish, right, this is the only fish in the house that time. It's a goldfish. So namamatay na, nagagano na, no, upside down na. So yung pinaka-bunso namin, sabi niya, Daddy, fish is dying. Okay, bring it here. And that was like my first month using the Iteracare. Is it my first week or second week probably, or first month? So I started using it. Sabi ko, tingnan nga natin itong Iteracare. Kung gagana ba ito. So I tried it. 5 minutes kong blinaw. Ang fish. Alam mo, after 5 minutes, nabuhay. Sabi ng anak ko, Daddy, let's call this fish Lazarus. Because he was resurrected from the dead. Wala po mga kamay dyan. Alright? So it's perfect for your pets, not just for you, even for plants and animals, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is currently on camera. It's very effective to stabilize your energy. We call this homeostasis. Now we've got 7 chakra centers. The idea is, if the chakras are aligned, the body is at relaxation mode or relaxed. When you are relaxed, the body can heal itself. If you are stressed, the body cannot heal. Tandaan nyo yan. So if you want to heal your body, you have to be relaxed, called homeostasis. So this guy's body's alignment was at 75% before using the Iteracare. After using it for 15 minutes, his energy alignment aligned to 92% in just 15 minutes. And after 30 minutes of extending it, the energy alignment shoot up to 100%. This is great for people who want their bodies to be relaxed and achieve the state of homeostasis. Now, 1 hour of therapy is equivalent to having like 10 times of acupuncture without the needles, 20 times of cupping based on benefits, and 30 times of like having a gua sha, and 40 times of like having a massage. Kung mahilig ka sa massage, when you start using the Iteracare, ma-minimize na ang massage. Kasi mas magustuhan mo na ang Iteracare. Right? Now, this is our precautionary. If you're pregnant, please don't use it. Alright? Don't use it at all. Just drink our terahertz water, charge the water. If you are menstruating, don't blow there where there is bleeding. You can blow other parts of the body. If you have open wounds and fractured bones, don't blow directly, especially if it's just fresh. Don't blow it on stent or any objects in the heart. Kung meron kang titanium, ceramic, don't blow there directly. You can only blow on other parts of the body, especially if you have lens implanted in your eyes. Alright? So to know more about how to use the Iteracare, you've got to get our digital copy of the Blowing Guide, which is available. So ask the person that invited you here today. Yes or yes? Yes. Alright? Now this is the second part of my presentation. Are you ready? Yes. Who wants to be vibrant and healthy? Raise your hand and say yes. Yes. Alright, now, this is the ultimate human health. Now I shared this, and I told people it's not enough to be pain-free. Who wants to feel like they're on their 30s and 20s again? Raise your hands. Woo! Yung mga si Lola, si nanay, si tatay, di ba? I want to feel like I'm on my 20s and 30s again. Alright? This is called the ultimate human health. Now, ladies and gentlemen,